great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
12.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game, without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Here we go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. That'll be caught by Cup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter play. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. On play action, now Carr. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
66 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here we go, here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow on play action.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 29, Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. James has got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, 35 yards.
And the Raiders are back within a score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
70 yards.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here. Just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On first down, Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around the finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round.
12.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's James.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
From the 44, Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's James.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Dancing to his left.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers.
Okay, now. White.
On second down, Jacobs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Jacobs, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
You're mine.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success? Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the bar boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Carr will look to throw. Complete at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their fan base at this point has to be thinking, is this finally the year we once again taste success in the playoffs? They're not there yet, but it's looking promising here in this fourth quarter. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.